Yo, time to eat again. I'm going to make a traditional, this is a lot like hot dogs and eggs, but this is even better. This is called peppers and eggs. It's a really popular in the Italian community because you can do so much with peppers. But peppers and eggs are one of my favorite sandwiches. As you can tell by my hoarse voice, it's the afternoon because like I told you before, my voice is low in the morning and then it goes up at night. I don't get it. Anyway, here's what you're going to need. This is something, one of my favorite things, and it's really healthy too, believe it or not. It's great if you're on a diet. I mean, not a strict diet. It's great if you're trying to eat better, put it that way. This is kind of healthy. So the ingredients you're going to need is, of course, let's see what we got here. Okay. Garlic powder, of course, onion powder, I always use that. Parsley flakes, and most importantly, from Cento, you want roasted peppers from Cento. This is one you want to, you can use the hard green bell peppers too, but they take too long to get soft. It takes too long. It works just as good with these two. That dark bottle there, it's olive oil. That's Romano cheese. And that is a 1/4 pound of provolone cheese. And you're going to need 5 eggs. And what I'm going to do is, all that seasoning is going to go into the egg batter. Okay? Here we go. Alright, we're back. I just cracked 5 eggs in the bowl. I hate eggs. I hate getting eggs on my hand. I feel like I just jerked off a friggin' grizzly bear. I just washed my hands, got all that shit off my hands. And don't forget good Italian bread. If you don't have good Italian bread, just try to do the best you can. As you can see on top of the microwave, I know you can't get a real good look at it. That's my Beretta M9, Italian gun, Italian dinner. So that's why I figure I use that. It's good bread. You want a nice roll. If you don't have good rolls, the best thing to do when you don't have good rolls is toast them a little bit, put them in the oven. Mother friggin' whore! Sorry I cursed. I know a lot of people get offended by that. But grow the fuck up. Okay. Here we go. 5 eggs in there. What I'll do is I'll add a little water. What does water do? Cold water, that is. Makes the eggs fluffy. Just put I just put a little bit. Christ, maybe that much. I'm talking about a cup, maybe a shot glass full, a little more. A little bit of water. Okay, now you get your Romano cheese. Now remember, this might look real fattening, but this kind of cheese, this sprinkled cheese, this Parmesan stuff, remember, this shit's dehydrated. There's not a lot of fat in it. Check the back of the box, you'll see. This is a lot of flavor, so you want to put, I don't measure shit because I'm so used to doing it. About that much in. You want to get good Romano cheese. If you buy the cheap shit, you could put a dumpster full of it in there and it ain't gonna taste good. You gotta spend the money, buy the good stuff. Okay. All right. Next thing I'm gonna put in there is some garlic powder. McCormick's really good spice. It's very strong and potent. That's what you want. A little bit of garlic powder in there. Okay, and of course onion powder. It just really adds a lot of flavor. A lot of my key ingredients is onion powder and garlic powder, especially with Italian food. It's like the NRA and a gun, you know? Oh, I ain't supposed to say NRA. Sorry. Here you go. Parsley. This parsley's good. It doesn't have a lot of flavor, but it adds color. It makes the food look good. And believe it or not, when food looks good, it makes it taste better because humans are stupid. We're psychological. Salt to your liking. Black pepper, of course. Alright. Now I'm going to beat it. I'm going to turn the camera off because I don't want you to watch me beat it. I beat it behind doors. Be right back. Alright, I just got done beating it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to preheat my pan. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Like a medium flame, you know. That's my computer. A medium flame. And what we're going to do is just drizzle a little olive oil on there. We keep it in here because it's accessible. Just a little. You don't need a lot. Okay, you'll let the pan heat up. And what I'll do is, and you don't have to cook these long because they're already soft, is get these peppers and just lay them in there. Now these are roasted peppers. You can, like I said, you can get the bell peppers and chop them up, but it takes forever for them to get soft. And you don't want peppers and eggs when the peppers are hard. It sucks. Okay, texture means a lot. So I'll cook these for a little while. Just kind of spread them out evenly. Like that. Yeah, I got the Beretta M9 out. I'm real happy that I got that gun back. I bought it a long time ago and had problems, but this one runs great. Feels good to have a Beretta in the safe, you know? I know their shotguns are awesome, but I don't have, you know, $2,000 for a shotgun. They're real expensive. Alright, just spread it out. All we're going to do with these peppers in here is just heat them up, really. You're not even right. They're already cooked and roasted. These are ready to go. We're just going to heat them up. And they're sitting in this juice, which has a lot of flavor. See, that one's kind of big. But you want, when they're that size, you want to at least cut them in half. But I don't have the time to do that right now. Everything's going crazy with this friggin' website and all this friggin' stuff going on. So I know you guys are anxious. Well, guess what? It's coming. It's coming quick. It's almost ready. We're doing the best we can with the prices. You know, we're just trying to match everyone else's prices and then give you guys a discount, a little bit of a discount. That's the best we can do. You know, hopefully you guys will like what we're doing. I guess that's enough peppers. Let's let them heat up a little bit. Damn. All the seasoning's in the egg, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to cook one too high of a flame and screw everything up. A good friend of mine sent me this frying pan about 6 months ago. Dude, I used this frying pan, I'm not even kidding you, probably 3 times a week. I'm not even kidding you. It's awesome. I make pancakes with it. I got a good pancake recipe, man. I make pancakes. I make all kinds of chicken with it. I mean, it's awesome. I love it. It's great. Alright. See what we got here. Get my fat stomach in the way. Yeah, fat. Okay. Pan feels pretty hot. What you want is a 1/4 pound of provolone cheese. Get it fresh from a deli. If you can't get it from a deli, I'm sure you can get it in the supermarket. This is really good provolone. That's provolone. That's for the sandwich. You put it on a sandwich. Okay. So I'll let that get hot. And let it heat up a little bit, then we'll be back when we're ready to pour the eggs in there. I think they're warm enough. They're pretty much warmed up and a little soft. Now I'm going to get the eggs and pour them in there. Try to pour it easy. It's going to slide them to one area, so you got to hurry up and get them back. You don't want them. You want them all over, so you want to move them around before it starts cooking. Just like that. Yep, this is good stuff. Good stuff. Now you can. What I do is once they're in there, is I'll re-season it again. You know what I mean? It's just a little bit of everything again. Don't over-season. You don't want to be like, ugh. You don't want it to be stinky. You just want it to be good. But salt. Just lightly use every spice over again. Just give it a touch. Alright. Man, you should smell this. The whole house smells like roasted peppers and oh god, it's such a good sandwich. And what I'll do is just let that cook. The best thing to do, but let me see if I have one. This lid ain't big enough, but it might. You want to try and trap the steam. Oh, that's perfect. You want to put a lid on it like that. Try it, because that helps cook the eggs from both sides. It traps the steam, and it just speeds up the process. That's all. I am nowhere near center. Nope. So I try to order ghost sights for my shotgun. I want to get some ghost sights for my Mossberg 500. But you gotta. The only problem is you gotta put the front sight on, and I don't know if I want to get into that because you gotta silver solder it. And I've seen a couple guys. They use JB Weld. I don't know about that, man. It's just that's a gunsmithing thing. So I gotta look into it. If it don't cost too much to have the front sight silver soldered on there, I'll buy them. But if it's going to cost $1 million for some guy to just silver solder that front sight on, I'm not going to do it. So let me see. I might be able to find another way around it. Little gun update for my Mossberg 500. Here's my Beretta M9. Which so far has been awesome. We got to get this to the range again because I'm having a hard time getting used to the trigger on this thing. It's pretty reliable. It ran like a top, but when the trigger tenses up, it's pretty tense. So when you pull that trigger, you're definitely muzzling it to the right. So got to get used to this. The only way to get used to it is get up there and shoot it. Let's get it in view. Here's a pretty gun though. Good gun. So that's it. When this is all done, what I do next is get a really good roll like this. And man, I feel like dog shit. And I look worse. Where the hell's the bread knife? That's what I'm talking about. Alright, here we go. Cut it. Don't cut it too deep because you need a lot of beef back here, because if you're going to toast it, you don't want it to break in half. So I cut it like this, and then take the dough. Not a lot. Just take a little bit out of here. Take this out. Just a little. Alright, throw that in the trash. That was all carbohydrates I do not need. Now my roll's ready, and what I'll do is put some provolone in there. I ain't going to use a lot because I'm trying to watch my diet. Usually I'll put a ton, but I'll just put 2 slices. But if you're a regular dude and you don't care about your weight, you can put 4 slices. And I gotta start flipping this around. Alright, hold on. Alright, I took the lid off. All I did was get under it and flip it, and flipped it around. And you don't want to overcook them. You overcook them, they'll get real dry. And that's not good. So what I'll do is I'll put the lid back on since I flipped it, trap the steam, and damn. See what happens after that. Peppers and eggs are so good, man. I'm telling you what. Now what you can do, if you're not lazy and you really want to get fancy, put this in the oven with the provolone on it. But really, you got to keep an eye on it because it will burn like that. Put it in the oven. Put your oven like on 350, and throw it in the toaster oven. And just when the edges get a little brown, take that sucker out. Let me do it. I'm doing it. Hold on. Because that's just about done. I got to move all this shit out of my way. Be nice to have a freaking camera, dude. Alright. I'm gonna put this on 350. I gotta let it heat up a little. Actually, you want it on a high temperature because you're trying to toast the shit. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. As soon as you don't see any wetness, you're good. Okay. I still see shiny wet spots, so I'm going to flip it all over one more time. You want to cook it. As soon as it's done, you want to turn the heat off. Because the worst thing in the world is a peppers and egg sandwich. It's dry. You don't want that. That's it. That's pretty much cooked. Just the heat of the pan will cook it the rest of the way, so I'm going to turn it off. Trap the steam. Get ready to make my sandwich. I'm going to put my roll in my toaster oven. And when that sucker's done, I'll let you see what it looks like before I take it. Alright, that bread's ready to come out. I don't know if you can see. See how the edges are... This is how it's got to look. See how that looks? All the cheese is melted in there. The edges are brown. It's ready to come out. As soon as the edges get brown like that, it's ready to come out. Alright. Here we go. Fucking tripod blows. Alright. It's going to be really hot, so just take it out. Let it cool off. Turn that off. Look at that. Oh, put it behind this camera. The tripod blows. I need one that doesn't make noise. See how that looks? Look at that. Cheese all melted in there. The edges are crisp. Right like that. This is a traditional peppers and egg sandwich you would find in Philly. I don't know anywhere else how they make them. Okay, so just let me spin this around so I can see what I'm doing. Alright. Oh man, looks good. Color, man. Look at that color. I'm gonna get you guys fat and start making this shit. But believe it or not, this is really, seriously, this is not that fattening. Look at that sandwich. That a beautiful sandwich? Now what I'll do, I usually have chips with it, but because I'm watching myself, I get these big tortilla things. Just have some baked tortillas with it. But if I were you, I'd have some chips with it. It's great with potato chips and a beer. Check it out. Alright guys, there it is. Roasted peppers and eggs. Let me know what you think of this one.